The Elkins family was sleeping soundly in their Morrison, Colorado home. It was August 14, 2024. The night was quiet. Victor and Suzanne Elkins were dreaming peaceful dreams. Their 13-year-old grandson Jackson was asleep too. He loved staying at his grandparents' house. With them, he always felt safe and loved. Little did they know danger was lurking outside. Cuddles, the family's 7-year-old Chihuahua, was curled up on Jackson's bed. She was a small dog with big brown eyes and a heart full of love. Cuddles adored her family, especially young Jackson. Wherever Jackson went, Cuddles followed. Tonight she was sleeping peacefully beside him, her small chest rising and falling with each quiet breath. The house was still. The family, unaware of the danger that was about to unfold, slept on. The fire started on the back porch. It spread quickly, fueled by the dry wood of the deck. Flames climbed the walls, casting an eerie orange glow on the sleeping neighborhood. Inside, the smoke alarm remained silent, its batteries long dead. The family slept on, oblivious to the growing inferno. Cuddles, however, was startled awake. The smell of smoke filled her tiny nostrils. She jumped down from the bed and ran to Victor, barking frantically. She pawed at his chest, whimpering and trying to wake him up. Cuddles knew something was wrong. Her instincts told her that her family was in danger. Victor stirred. He could smell the smoke now, acrid and thick. He sat up, his heart pounding in his chest. Cuddles continued to bark, her small body trembling. Victor stumbled out of bed and ran to the bedroom door. He threw it open and a wave of heat and smoke slammed into him. "Fire!" he yelled, racing to wake Suzanne and Jackson. Suzanne screamed, her eyes wide with terror. Jackson sat up in bed, his face pale. The fire was spreading rapidly, fueled by the night wind. The family scrambled out of bed and raced towards the front door, Cuddles right behind them. They escaped just as flames began to engulf the hallway. Safe on the front lawn, they watched in horror as their home was consumed by flames. The fire roared, casting flickering shadows on their terrified faces. They coughed, struggling to breathe through the thick smoke, but something was wrong. Where was Cuddles? Panic surged through Victor. "Cuddles!" he cried, his voice hoarse with fear. He tried to go back into the burning house, desperate to find his beloved dog, but Suzanne and Jackson held him back. "It's too dangerous, Victor!" Suzanne shouted, tears streaming down her face. They could only watch helplessly as the fire raged, hoping against hope that Cuddles had somehow escaped. Section 5. Cuddles' final resting place. The firefighters arrived quickly, their sirens wailing in the night. They battled the blaze, their hoses spraying water into the inferno. The fire fought back, hungry and relentless. It took hours to finally extinguish the flames, leaving behind a smoldering ruin. The Elkins family huddled together, wrapped in blankets provided by kind neighbors. They watched, their faces etched with grief and despair, as the firefighters searched the wreckage of their home. 3 days later, the firefighters made a heartbreaking discovery. They found Cuddles' small body under a bed, curled in a ball as if she had fallen asleep. She had perished in the fire, likely succumbing to smoke inhalation. The Elkins family was devastated. They had lost their home, their possessions, but most importantly, they had lost a beloved member of their family. Section 6. A family's grief. The Elkins family grieved deeply for Cuddles. They had lost their home and all their possessions, but the loss of their beloved pet was the hardest blow. Cuddles, their playful, loving companion, was gone. Jackson cried himself to sleep every night, his heart aching for his furry friend. He missed her warmth, her soft fur, the way she would lick away his tears when he was sad. Suzanne and Victor also felt the loss keenly. Cuddles had been a part of their family for 7 years, bringing joy and laughter into their lives. She had been their faithful companion, their furry shadow. Now, the house felt empty without the pitter-patter of her tiny paws and the joyful bark that always greeted them. Section 7. A hero's legacy. Despite their grief, the Elkins family knew they were incredibly lucky to be alive. They owed their lives to Cuddles. She had sacrificed herself to save them. Her heroic actions a testament to the unbreakable bond between humans and their pets. The Elkins family vowed to honor Cuddles' memory. She would never be forgotten. They shared their story with the local news, wanting the world to know about their brave little dog. Cuddles' story resonated with people far and wide. She became a symbol of courage, loyalty, and the selfless love that pets have for their humans. Section 8. The Unbreakable Bond. Cuddles' story is a poignant reminder of the special bond that exists between humans and their pets. Dogs in particular have an incredible capacity for love and loyalty. They become part of our families, our furry companions, our confidants. They offer us unconditional love, a wagging tail, a wet nose nudge, a warm body to cuddle on a cold night. In return, we owe them our care, our respect, and our love. We need to cherish them, protect them, and appreciate the joy they bring into our lives. Cuddles' story reminds us that these furry creatures, often considered pets, are capable of extraordinary acts of heroism and love. Section 9. Lessons from Cuddles. Cuddles, the little Chihuahua with a heart full of love, taught the world an invaluable lesson. She showed us that heroism can come in the smallest packages. She reminded us of the powerful bond we share with our pets, a bond built on trust, loyalty, and unconditional love. Though she is gone, her legacy lives on, inspiring us to love our pets a little more fiercely, to appreciate their unwavering loyalty, and to never take for granted the extraordinary gift of their companionship. Cuddles' story will forever be etched in our hearts, a testament to the unwavering love and heroism of a tiny dog with a giant heart.